Welcome to old Vietnam. Well, actually, I take that back. We're actually in the United States. But Grandpa here is from Vietnam and grandson here is not. And this is about their fascinating and complicated relationship.
This reminds me of my relationship with my grandpa.
Oh, does it, White Rat?
Oh, yeah. I go over all the time. And the first thing that Grandpa says to me is,
White Rat, do you know that this is the year of the rat?
and then I say something like, Grandpa, you know this is not the year of the rat. This is the year of the cat or the dragon or whatever it is that year. And then Grandpa says,
Oh, you young whippersnappers with your internet and your sassy talk.
Yeah, I love that guy. Good times.
Well, it looks like White Rat has forged a very good relationship with his grandfather. So, what will they forge? Will they be drawn together? Because see, Grandpa speaks Vietnamese and the kid speaks English. Will they be drawn together? Will they find common ground? There's only one way to find out. And here we go. Uh-oh. I think the story started over here. Take a look at this page. There's Mom, obviously, just dropped off the kid, and he's walking, I'm guessing he's walking to Grandpa's house, and take a look at that. He is not looking really excited. I don't see him jumping. He's dragging his feet. Ooh, his hands are balled up into little fists, and he has a frowny face. Oh boy, somebody does not want to go to Grandpa's. Ding dong. Ooh, frowny face, still intact. And Grandpa, he looks very happy. When they greet, hello, they greet each other. He waves goodbye to his daughter, goodbye. Or in Vietnamese, goodbye. And he lets the kid in. See, Grandpa's happy, but kid, cranky. Wow, somebody took his cranky juice this morning. Ooh, lunch. That looks good. Oh, okay. See what's happening? Grandpa's having his traditional Vietnamese. Looks like some noodles and an egg. That looks like a delicious soup here. And kid here, classic all-American meal. The hot dog, the fries, cup of juice, little greenery on the plate there. And then they eat. So, what's new, Grandpa? And then Grandpa says, wah, 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 wah. See, I don't speak Vietnamese. So that's what it would sound like to me. And that's probably what it sounds like to him. Not understanding anything. Oh no. They sit in silence. How will they connect if they can't talk? Communication is everything. Oh, so they're watching TV. Looks like they're watching some dragon movie. And oh, Grandpa looks over. Now Grandpa's wearing a frowny face too. It's contagious. So they're having this great movie action adventure, clearly. Grandpa says, wah, 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 wah. And then kid says, can we watch something else? So now they're still watching the same show, actually. So Grandpa said no. I wonder if he maybe actually understands but doesn't talk back in Vietnamese, because that happens a lot with you kids. You know the language your grandparent is talking to you in, but you respond in English. So maybe that's it. But still, it's not going super duper well. Oh, so since Grandpa didn't change the channel, kid's leaving, goes to his backpack. Question mark over his head, and mine, and yours probably too. So kid takes out his coloring. Oh, he brought his crayon, he's got some colored pencils, markers, paper. Starts to draw. I'm curious too, Grandpa. And he draws himself as a superhero. Ooh, Grandpa is impressed with his mad art skills, as am I. So, well, okay, now he's wondering. Now he's the one with the question mark on his face, because what is Grandpa off to do? Grandpa comes back. He's brought a sketchbook and ink, an inkwell and brushes. Look at that. Right when I gave up on talking, my grandfather surprised me by revealing a world beyond words. And in a flash, I like that phrase. A world beyond words. And in a flash, we see each other for the first time. Art. You know how they say pictures tell 1,000 words? Now they're speaking like they've at least spoken 2,000 words right here on this page alone, because there's the young kid, the grandkid, as his superhero self, and here's Grandpa. What? Looking fierce. Look at that warrior. Look at that hat. Look at the embroidery, the detailing. That is impressive. All the things we could never say come pouring out. And look at that. There's dragon, fish, monkey things, and color, and stripes, and swirls, and life, and adventure, and joy, and courage. Battles to be fought and won. And we build a new world that even words can't describe. And this is true because sometimes there are things that only art can describe, or music can describe in our hearts. So look at that. And they're together there in this world that they've created. And look at that. They had something in common and they didn't even know. Thank goodness the grandson pulled out his art supplies, or his grandpa would never have brought his out too. But, there's a but, just when we're closer than ever, oh no, something's happening. Grandpa looks worried. He's running after the kid. The kid's falling back. That old distance. Oh no. Here's a kid. And here's a grandfather. But wait a minute. That's the kid's wand. And that's the grandfather's paintbrush. And there's that old distance that was between them. Comes roaring back. Why did the distance come roaring back? Why? Look at that. And fiercely roaring back. Fierce and ferocious. Rawr. Trying to keep us apart, but why? And here's a kid. Here's his grandfather's brush. See? Black and white, just like Grandpa over here. The monkey's on this side over here. The colorful mountains are on that side. Dragon, fierce in between. But this time, I'm not afraid. The grandfather picks up the kid's wand, and then he aims it towards the kid, and then the kid sees his grandfather's wand, and then he picks it up, and he's not afraid, and he holds it up high, up against the chasm, the difference, the abyss between them, that horrible gaping distance that used to exist between them. He's gonna fight back against the distance, because I know that together we can make our way across a bridge. They drew a bridge. Do you see what that means? They drew a bridge to each other. Now, after years of searching for the right words, we find ourselves happily speechless. And this is how they were drawn together by the power of art. And there's Mom back home to pick up the kid. She hugs her dad. Kid's back in the car. Big smile. Oh, look at that. They give each other the artist wave. Him with the brush, him with the marker. And look at that, Grandpa waving it up in the air. Till next time, kid, he's thinking. Till next time. And that is the story. Beautiful story. Okay, storyteller, feeling a little sentimental about this.
Yeah, just like I get sentimental with my grandpa.
You do?
Oh, yeah. Every time he says, oh, it's year of the rat. And I'm like, no, it's year of the dragon, or it's year of the mongoose, or the monkey, or whatever it is. And then he says, wah, 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 wah. And I just think, oh, I love that guy. Makes me sentimental too.
Look at that. Even white rats can get sentimental. And remember, this is an amazing lesson that if you just find what you have in common, even if it's not the same language, you too will be drawn together. See you next time, kid, on the always loving KidTime StoryTime.